Hello everyone, welcome to Sleepy Notes Club. I hope you're all doing well. So today I want to show you guys how I plan for the month ahead. I'm literally gonna take you through the whole thing from start to finish, from my trackers, my diary, my monthly, weekly, daily, what I archive, what goes in, out, everything I do to prepare my planner for, in this case, May. So yeah, let's get right to it. So the first thing I like to do is update my annual calendar with my stickers, and I think this is honestly my favorite part of the whole process. I am 100% a sticker hoarder, let me know if you're as well, but I rarely give myself the freedom to use them. Even now I'm using sticker paper to store them after I'm done. That's how crazy I am. But anyway, so I am, like always, using a Peanuts Planner Co. mini calendar to mark the days that I use my planner, and I am decorating the spread to make it a bit more welcoming, especially because it's the first thing that I look at in the morning and the first thing I do. And I'm also gonna be updating my yearly tracker insert throughout the whole video, so that's what this page is if you see it flying around. It's basically just compiling the totals of how well I did, for example, keeping up with my planner or my other trackers. So next up is my finance section, and I am gonna be using, like always, my two favorite inserts from Haru Plans. You can find her on Etsy. They are my monthly budget and also my no spend tracker, and I just love the layouts. I swear by them. So for my monthly budget, all I do is I just write down all the bills and things I need to pay, and this really helps me kind of be aware where my money is going, one, and then kind of maybe consider if there's a bill or payment that I could do without. Same for my no spend. I love writing down all the calendars. It kind of reminds me of the bullet journal days that we all probably had at some point. So what I like to do is I tick off the days that I didn't spend any money, but I also like to mark the days that I did spend money, but only if I did in covers or anything stationery related. I just think it paints a really good picture at the end of the month of how many days I did well and then how many days I kind of went astray with my expenses. And next is my tracker section, and I think this may be my favorite section to keep up with. I'm honestly so proud that I've been keeping consistent since, I think it's been a couple years, that I've actually been super good at keeping up with my habits and just tracking everything that means something to me. I really struggled back in the day to find a system that works. I used to have my trackers in my weekly spread and that didn't work, and then I had them for a period of time in like my daily section as like a post-it, and it looked really cute and aesthetic, but it just didn't work. I forgot to kind of even look at them until I gave them its own section, and now it's really easy for me to just open my planner in the morning, flip through the pages and fill them as I go. And the first one is my workout tracker, and I just write down any kind of activity, if it's a mile walk, yoga, gym, anything. Next, which before was my balance tracker, is now my mood tracker, which I love. I just cross out or mark the days that I have like a neutral day or okay or good day, and then I use these hollow stickers that I really love. If it's a blue sticker, it means I may have had a bit of a negative emotion that day. If it's a white sticker, it means that I was in a happy emotion throughout the day. Next up is my meal tracker, and I love these. I don't know why I find it so satisfying to sit down in the morning and write down what I had for lunch the day before. And I'm using the Filofax, I think it's the clipbook meal planner inserts, but I just really like them. They're so like simple and minimal and to the point. So yeah, this is how I track my meals, and I just write down the dates, highlight the days as well with my liners, and then I just fill my meals the morning after. So I think it's easier that way, like to keep up with. So next is my health log, which I think, I mean, I'm so proud of it. I was gonna say it's one of my favorite inserts, but I've said that multiple times. I'm just so proud of it because I made it from scratch, and it just works so well for my brain, especially because I love columns. I don't know, they just work so well for me and to keep me organized. The first column are the days of the month. Second column are my symptoms. I have a key which I will put on screen, where I keep all like period symptoms, if I had headaches, muscle pains, anything like that. Third column is my period flow or the levels. The fourth, fifth, and last column are the kind of levels of how good or bad I felt in terms of health. So if there's a star in the middle, it means I was neutral, or if there's a star at the right, then it means that I felt real good. I also leave a small like space for a description, and the last one at the right is just if I took any medication. This is my skincare tracker, and it's very simple. I just do it on a post-it note that I bought on Amazon, I think. And I just like to keep track of how many times I apply moisturizer and oils and all these things. So if I mark it once, then it means I just did it once during the day, twice, and I complete the check mark, then it means I did it twice, and that is kind of what I'm aiming for. Next is my water and balance tracker, and I'm using these inserts from Haru Plans. Again, it does look a bit weird because I made a mistake when printing and it didn't print correct like on both sides. So all I do is I just cut it all and then I paste it over this, I think it was a traveler's notebook page that I got when I bought one of my covers, and I just like the color of it. So now I'm just using it to hold these two trackers in place. Next is my sleeping tracker, and I'm using these unbranded inserts that I think I received when I bought a random cover. It was like a vintage cover on Etsy, and it came with all these like old school inserts, and this one was one of them, and I thought the layout was pretty interesting, and I thought as a sleep tracker it would be like ideal, and it is. I love how it works. So I like to divide the right side to indicate if there was any kind of event that made me or my husband stay up, and then on the left I do the total hours that I slept and the specific times I went to bed and then when I wake up, and it's just really easy to keep up with because I have all these stats in my Apple Watch. Next is my dream journal. I'm not sure if I've shown you guys. This is a bit of a newish tracker, but it's basically the same concept as my health log. I like to divide everything by columns so my brain can function. The first one, days of the month. The second one is if I did or did not have a dream. The next three, again, are like levels of how good, neutral, or bad, or even if I had a nightmare. Then I leave a little bit of space for a description, and then the last three are if I had multiple dreams, if there's any notes attached, and or if I have to talk to my therapist about it, which is the whole reason why I decided to keep a dream journal. And finally, my last tracker is my step log. This is also by Haru Plans on Etsy. I really like this insert because it's quite visual, and I just like to see and mark with my liners the good days and also the bad days. I'm constantly trying to keep up with my very active husband, and so I always try to go on a walk at least 30 minutes a day. So if I feel a bit ill or something during the month, it really shows in this tracker. So it's just really fun to see. And that's it for my trackers. At least these are all the pages I'm gonna be archiving, and I'm using this Filofax storage binder, also in personal size. It's great. This is how I'm keeping all my 2024 January till April as of now, and there's still a lot of space in it, so it's just great. The next big section is my diary, and this is a little postcard I bought in a charity shop, and I'm just pasting like the packaging stickers and stuff like that from stationery things I buy. This is an envelope that I attach to the rings with like a washi tape where I keep my stamps that I like to use sometimes when I journal. And yeah, this is my one line a day. I love doing this. I'm super consistent now because I just start from start to finish through my trackers and then my journal and then my heavy planning. So it's a really good like routine to have. So yeah, I do this every morning, and I like to divide the page. So on the right, it's events, or what was the whole point of the day. Maybe we stayed home all day, we chill, we went to the park, anything goes there. And then on the left, it's the one line a day, just something quick. It doesn't have to be super elaborate. That's the whole point. I do like to include a like blank or rule page in between my diary if there was something out of the ordinary, we went on a date, just to keep receipts, photos, anything, if I need to journal a bit more. So yeah, I think this is a great option if you're not super good at keeping up with a big journal and you feel overwhelmed. I think a one line a day could be a good idea. Okay, and the next section is my social section, and this one is one I reference the most, I think, daily. First off is my social media calendar, and I'm using this Filofax horizontal calendar, which I never used before, but it's pretty cool. And I just use these dot stickers to indicate if I uploaded a reel or a photo, or if it's a red one, then that is a YouTube video. So I like to have my calendar, especially if it's a tracker, I like them to be super visual. And the ruler I was just modeling is my most luckiest find from a charity shop. I can't believe it, and I love it so much. And these are just my YouTube, Instagram, and blog sections. I just keep acetates with a lot of post-it notes. I know that one is a bit of a mess. I just designed my blog and it was an ordeal, but yeah, that was my social section. Now on to my heavy planning. These are my weekly pages, and honestly, I am 100% happy with them. They made me so productive and they work so well. I'm using the Filofax 1 week in 2 pages in the cotton cream color, which is my absolute favorite. And even though I really love these pages, the weeklies are not something I keep. I don't archive weeklies or dailies. I just archive monthlies, just because I don't know, I write anything and everything in my weekly, so I don't feel like I need to reference that in the future. So they sadly gone to the bin, but I do like to recycle my washies because, like I said, I'm crazy like that. And all I do is I grab my favorite washi, which is this one, and then I just paste bits and pieces here and there, not too much. I found that I'm not super productive when my pages are overly decorated. And then I just divide my page again by events and tasks on the left. And yeah, that is my weekly section done. Now, my monthly section, actually now that I remember, someone asked me, why do I have my monthly at the end? So people usually have, like in the order of their planner, monthly, weekly, and daily. And the reason is very simple. It's just that I need my dailies first because I write better when they're in the center of the planner. So I have more pages, you know, like the pages are balanced. So if I had my daily at the end, then it just feels really chunky on the left. I'm not sure if I'm making any sense, but I still plan monthly, weekly, daily. So here I am doing my inbox for May, and again columns, just my brain, and all I do is the first line is just to divide and check when tasks are done, and the other columns that are numbered are just the weeks. I'm pretty sure that is a method. I cannot remember for the life of me the name of it, but it just really works to keep track of what I need to do every week. And it's really easy for me to allocate tasks from my monthly to my weekly and then my daily if I have them like this in my inbox. Now I am filling and planning my monthly section. Now that I have my inbox, it's really easy to just allocate all these tasks. So first for me is my monthly, then it will be my weekly, and then at the end my daily. Now all that's left to do is plan for the first week of the month, which is exciting. So I'm using my monthly and my inbox that we already set up as a reference to fill my weekly section, and then I will do the same for my dailies. My dailies have been quite simple these days. I opted for plain note paper. I'm using these to-do pages from Filofax just to create lists. Just classic, back to the basics. I just add some stickers, washes, these jam jar labels that I love for priorities, things like that. But yeah, this is the end of the video. Oh my god, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope I made some sense. And yeah, if you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, let me know in the comments down below. Thank you again, and I'll see you very soon.